Hello, beautiful people. Hey, look, before I start this session, I have a big announcement to make. And, the documentary that's been in the works for a long time about my son Eric's life, it's almost finished. But in order to get to that finish line, the director producer Paula Marino needs some help. So she needs funds to cover all the professional fees that will be involved to bring the story to the screen, like a professional story editor, a music composer, a sound mixer, an illustrator, animator, etc., etc. Now, Paula created a crowdfunding page where you can donate whatever you feel comfortable donating. You can also donate by purchasing a 30-minute session with one of our mediums, or by purchasing an item from the Erik merchandise store, like the one I'm wearing. Saving the world one prank at a time. It's an embroidered image, so it's really nice. So anyway, go visit channelingericdoc.com and take a look at it. This project is very near and dear to my heart. And one of my greatest wishes is to get the story out to more people so we can help more people. And I want you to go and see the trailer that's on the channelingericdoc.com. It's so moving. It's so powerful. It was my first reaction. It was a gut punch. Um, but it says it all. So look at the trailer and let me know what you think. Thank you, guys. We're back. Yes, we are with Veronica Drake. Information down below and on the screen. We are channeling Lucia of Fatima. And the first, oh my gosh, part one was amazing. And you guys need to just stop and first watch that one, because actually this next question sort of perfectly dovetails into the last question of part one, because we talked about the second coming of Jesus and how it's kind of like a domino in slow motion, just pouring over the collective of love and the teachings of Jesus. And now this next one. Are we in the final days of, oh, thank you, Lucia, for coming back. Also, love to Erik, love to Veronica, and love to all of you guys. Sorry. Are we in the final days of Fatima, Lucia?
We're not sure how to understand that question. The final days of, as an existence of a place?
I
We're not
don't know.
sure
Maybe
what
it's
that
something like the second coming of Jesus or the apocalypse. I don't know.
is.
I'll be looking it up and we can ask the next one.
Yeah, because
What
we're
do
not.
we all really know? Wait, what do we all really need to know of the chastisement now in this time, the chastisement?
I'm not getting anything on that. I
Okay.
don't.
Well, this is all biblical stuff, so I don't, it's
Yeah,
hard because we don't.
I'm wondering. I'm wondering if the fact that I'm not getting anything is that it doesn't hold relevance. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't want to sit too long with it because I know the show must go on, so to speak. But I'm not receiving other than this is what Erik just said to me. Just tell them it's purification for the soul.
Okay. All right. Our Lady promised the children that the last time she would appear in Fatima, October 13th, 1917, she would effect a miracle. She promised to do so because Lucia asked for a sign that everyone would see and believe. This is in the Catholic News Herald. So I don't know if that actually happened or not. But y'all Catholics put in the in the comment section any of this. Uh
Well, she goes on to say that after that, there was a worldwide healing. There was a national outbreak, and then there was the worldwide healing, which you can equate to her.
okay. Now, in the first secret, you were given visions of hell. As hell does not exist, would you please elaborate on that vision?
Mhm. The best I can do is for each one of you to think about your life as it is currently and understand what it is representative of if you've moved away from the light. Hell is absence of light. It is not a literal physical
Yeah.
place that one goes. It is a very miserable, lonely existence
Yeah.
that many, 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 many people unfortunately experience here on earth. The question is, do you want to continue that experience?
Mhm. No, not really. All right, Lucia, how do you believe the message of Fatima is most relevant to the world today, especially in times of such division and global crisis?
She just lit up with that and she
Oh,
said, because it's the possibility of hope.
mm,
I was an average person. My cousins were average people. We didn't come from anything extraordinary that we would be chosen. You must understand, if you are an open vessel, you will receive. It's not this person gets it and that person
you
doesn't get it.
you don't have the combination to the
No,
lock. No,
no,
there's
there's
none of
no,
that.
no, it's not that. It's free for all.
Yeah.
So hope.
Yeah. Okay. Good. What advice would you give to people of all faiths and belief about cultivating a deeper connection with the divine or their higher purpose? Great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't begin that process, you're missing the meaning of life.
Mm.
Understanding that you are that from which you came, you are entitled to open up to it and to receive it on a daily basis.
Mm.
The
Nice.
knowledge, the wisdom, the love.
All right. I think we've already answered this one, that I'm sure, but I'm just going to say it anyway in case you need to add anything. Is there anything about the three secrets of Fatima that was misunderstood or misinterpreted during your lifetime? Anything else you want to add?
Mm, She says no, there wasn't. And if anything, it should give hope that prophecy is alive and it is a real ability and a God-given gift.
All right. Can you talk about another life that most influenced your life as Lucia of Fatima?
She's smiling very broadly
Yeah, I
because
feel it.
I will tell you that I walked with Mary and
Mm.
Jesus. I literally walked the pilgrimage with them. I lived and breathed in their time on earth with them.
Were you a male or a female?
I was female.
Were
So
you
I
a disciple? Were you Mary Magdalene?
no, I was not Mary Magdalene, and I was what you would call just a background character.
Okay.
I didn't have any distinction of title. I was an average woman. And if you think about the time of Jesus,
Yeah.
average woman was who she was and what she was, it was quite a feat that I got to take that pilgrimage with them.
I wondered how that happened. How did you, so to speak, connect with Jesus and Mary?
Eric says, you just show up and everybody
Oh,
connect with Jesus and Mary.
okay, good. Given the universality of spiritual seeking, how can people from diverse religions or non-religious backgrounds find common ground in the messages you received? What's common about the messages that they can relate to?
They will only be relevant to the level of understanding and perception. And so, what one person might get out of it, another person wouldn't even see. But the point of this is that their minds were activated
Yeah.
and their hearts were open, which begins that mind, heart, mind connection.
Mm.
Gets them thinking. And here's the other thing she wants everybody to know. Even a Muslim can be visited by Jesus and Mary.
Yeah.
Yes, even a Muslim, just as Muhammad can visit a Christian.
Yeah.
And it's nothing that says you stay over here and you stay over here. That is a man-made understanding.
Of course. Boy, we really know how to mess things up, don't we? Oh, well, it's part of being human. All right, how do you view the rise of technology, environmental challenges, and global inequality in light of the spiritual teachings you shared?
I have to
Same
tell you,
experience. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I have to tell you that everything, I know it sounds cliche, everything happens for a reason. If we didn't have this side over here stating one thing and this side over here stating another, we wouldn't have a learning curve or a learning space. And so for everything that's happening on the planet right now, take a breath and look at your own responsibility in that place, in that space.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about these global warmings and you talk about the environment, understanding what you are adding to it or not adding to it, it's personal responsibility. And as far as technology goes, it's a beautiful thing when it's in the hands of someone who has an open heart and an open mind.
True. All right, what insights can you offer about the evolving role of women in spiritual leadership and their importance in fostering faith in communities today?
I know quite a bit about this as I
Yeah, I
walk
bet you do.
and Mary.
Yeah.
Um, Again, we go back and revisit the propaganda of the Catholic Church around women. And we look at that language and that belief system, and we begin to see it fall away. That is one of the main changes. Women will become recognized for what they are, equals, equals.
Okay.
And I would understand this too and consider this a prophecy, maybe, and not blasphemy, as some people would have said.
Yeah.
Women will become priests
Okay.
within the
Well,
Catholic Church.
yeah, of course. In your lifetime, what was the most difficult aspect of carrying the responsibility of sharing the messages of Fatima? And how did you find the strength to live through that? What was
The
difficult
fact,
about
the fact that my own mother shunned
it?
and didn't believe me
Yeah.
made it all the harder.
Yeah. Was
But
that part of the contract in retrospect?
in retrospect, yes, but I didn't think of it then. I just thought of it as a little girl who wasn't believed. But
Oh,
I knew in my heart, I kept telling the truth and I kept telling the truth. And for those of you that are out there and you know the truth deep in your heart, no matter what it is, stay true to what's in your heart.
right.
Don't don't cave because of fear.
Yeah.
Just
Just remember her story, guys, you know? So how did you find strength though? Just
prayer,
knowing it's the truth?
prayer,
Okay.
conversations with the Blessed Mother,
Yeah.
conversations with Jesus, and just having devout faith. Please understand this. Fear and faith require the same thing. You to believe in something you can't see.
Wow. That's profound. So were you mocked in general in the community by your peers, by adults?
I would say it was 50-50,
Okay.
depending on the day, the location. But it was constantly a struggle in my own home with my mother. My father was a very supportive man.
Yeah. He was your ally. That's awesome. All
Yeah.
right, what lessons about forgiveness and compassion can you share for those struggling with personal or global conflicts? Forgiveness and compassion.
To have compassion for someone means to be able to see them without blame or shame,
Yeah.
and to allow your heart to lead the way. When we begin to value ourselves in a way that we have self-compassion, only then can we begin to have compassion, true, deep compassion for others.
So true. Put your own oxygen mask on first, people.
Yeah,
Love yourself. It's the key to everything.
yeah,
The key to getting rid of disease, for example, even. I mean, it's just very powerful.
absolutely.
All right. From your perspective in the afterlife, what truths about life, death, and the nature of existence would you like to share with humanity? So, anything, any messages, anything important?
No matter who you're worshiping, no matter what altar you serve at, you are serving at the same altar. And there isn't a way to get here that's faster. There isn't a way to get here that's better. There is truly only an equality. And here's the thing, if there weren't opposites, if there wasn't Christianity and Islam, it would be less of a path, meaning you can follow Islam and all of its rules and loves and whatever you want to call it and get to the same path. You can follow Christianity the same way and get there. It's the belief systems that equal love. Understand that.
So, last question. If you could deliver one urgent message to the world right now, what would it be? And how can individuals help bring that to fruition? Urgent message, if any. Maybe there's no urgent message.
Put your swords down. Put your swords down. Open your hearts and begin to heal yourself. You can't heal with a sword in your hand.
You end up going to cut yourself. All right. There are not enough band-aids, people. All right. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Lucia of Fatima. Thank you, Eric, for your assistance as well. I love you all. And I love all of you guys. Please hit subscribe, please. And please hit the notification button so you won't miss Veronica Drake in the future, because look how awesome she is. Veronica, is there anything you'd like to share?
No, I'm just honored and privileged to be here. And thank you, Elisa, for giving all of us the opportunity to do
Oh,
this.
we're honored. Are you kidding me? I am honored. All right. Love you.
I love you.
Bye.